Last time I saw this background, you were on the left side of a screen on your YouTube channel. On the right side of the screen was Jerry Jones characterizing a player who said, please talk to my agent about the things that you and I have just negotiated. He characterized that as being told to stick something where the sun doesn't shine. And that made some news, Michael, quite a bit. You were breaking some news. Look at you being a newsbreaker. What's happening here, Michael? Like, why would Jerry take a 26-year-old saying the conversations that we had, handshake or not, needs to be run through my agent as being told to stick it up his behind? Michael, what's up with that?
Well, I don't know that that's totally laid out correctly.
Okay, lay it out. Lay it out. Lay it out.
Well, I don't know that I don't know because remember, Rich, I was in a conversation. I wasn't even though I was interviewing Jerry, I feel this was more like a conversation, not a search for information. As an interviewer and an interviewee,
yes.
When he says something like, they told me to shut it, I tried to send it to his agent. He didn't say he tried to send it to Mike. He said I tried to send it to them, him and the agent, and they told me to stick it. Now, for me, I don't care, how you guys got to these numbers. I'm going to tell you, send them on over. And see, if I'm Micah Parsons, I'm going to tell my agent, you're looking at these numbers. Because whatever, if we don't sign the contract, then it's not a contract. But if you got some numbers on a paper that you believe you come to an agreement with, send those numbers because it smooths down my negotiation. If say somehow you came up with $40 million a year, well, we really want $43 million a year. And he said he offered the most guaranteed money. And so say you want 4 years and they're offering 5 years. So now I got a $40 million offer for 5 years in front of me. My goal is to get the 43 for 4. If I take the deal just send it and we'll start negotiating off of it. I'll send it, red line to 40, put a 43, red line to 5 years, put 4 years, and send it back. You're in the middle of a negotiation right now. That's all I'm saying. And I think that's what Micah Parsons should have been saying and should have made sure got done. Wait a minute, we're going to take that number because now if you don't take whatever they come up with, you want 43 and you're starting at 0. Now you're $43 million apart. I'm just saying, never tell the man with the bag of money, shove it up yours. I don't care what you got, send it over. That's all I said.
Well, okay. And let's take hold on a second. Let's take that from what you just said.
Break it down.
Let's put that in the gospel. Okay, like that's gospel.
Yeah.
If you're the representative and you're hearing that Jerry Jones has called your client into his office, or you've had a conversation with the client without him there, wouldn't you say something along the lines of, that is great, but you're negotiating with me. Let's talk about it that way. So let's just put it this way. At this point, what you just said, Jerry Jones is having a difficulty getting past. He clearly told you that on your YouTube channel in the interview.
Yeah.
And clearly, Micah's representation can't get to the table if the guy who won't come to the table with them because he can't get past what you just mentioned. There's a loggerheads here, and this kid's going to have to get on a plane to Philadelphia next Wednesday or not.
Yeah.
And I don't see, like, somebody's got to tell both sides,
right.
Move to each other. And
I'm with you, Rich.
I don't see that. So I nominate you.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
No.
Oh, yes. I nominate you. I nominate you because you can call the man with the bag, right? That you have that. And you as an 88 clubber can call somebody, divide that by 8. You can boil it down to the 11 clubber.
That double.
I'm sure you've got his number. So basically say, hey, I understand you're pissed, but That's the guy with the bag. Just go in there and say, what needs to be said. Don't you want to get paid and stay here and with the star on the side of your helmet and everything? And you could talk about what that means decades later. I nominate you, Michael Irvin.
Right.
I second your nomination, Rich.
You second it, TJ?
I second your nomination.
Okay. Right.
Yes.
And so did Jerry nominate me. And I would, and honestly, and talking with Michael and telling him, this is your life, is what I'm saying. Listen, and this is what I say to Michael, this is your life. You have to understand when you're dealing, and he does. Michael's very smart. Very smart.
Yeah.
Very smart. But we understand that there are two things here. People always say, oh, this is just business. It's not personal. It is personal because it's your personal money, Michael Parsons. It's your personal money. Don't let anybody mess with you about that. And the reality is, all of it comes down to you. Now, Micah, I will say this to Micah, that there are so many added benefits to him being here in Dallas. And he knows his master plan. His master plan, Rich, I'm sure is not just a few hundred million he's going to get from the Dallas Cowboys. He also has a podcast that he can make another $100 million on if he keeps running down the road he's running with that star on the side of his helmet. You see what I'm saying? So when you're doing business on the field, like he's been doing on the field, playing great, and he's doing business off the field, like he's been doing with his podcast, you got to make sure that both entities are going to do great, and that means you got to play for the Dallas Cowboys to get it like you got it. So now you go back and say, let's make this as great as we can make it, but stop talking about me leaving. And I'm upset with Jerry because I wanted to make him, like I told you guys before, our legendary player. I thought Jerry should have given him a 10-year, $450 million deal. You know what I mean? Like they did with Patrick Mahomes and be able to go into that contract to get us some room to go and get someone else. That's what I wanted to make Micah Parsons, because he's that heart, he's that soul, he's an emotional player. Rich, I think this drains him way more than it does a Dak Prescott or CeeDee Lamb, because I see him a lot like me, emotional, and he's an emotional player that gives it on the field. So he takes it very emotionally when it goes against him.
No, for sure. I agree, because with Dak and CD, Michael, that felt more like a business negotiation.
It's just business,
This one is caught up in the, I thought we had a handshake agreement. I bought the Dallas Cowboys with a handshake agreement, and I'm an old school guy, and I even redid the handshake agreement because he wanted more money, and then we finally agreed to something, and then he says, talk to the agent, and the agent even doesn't want to look at the numbers, stick it up the ass, or whatever he said, shove it here. And so that, and he's got to be sitting there thinking, CD and Dak didn't have to deal that, and CD didn't even show up to camp. I showed up. I'm there. They told me to be more of a leader, and I showed. And so, so to tell that 26-year-old, hey, kind of got to go into Jerry and say, you're sorry for reneging on the handshake deal and asking him to talk to the agent. He's probably sitting there going, who else in the NFL is being asked to do that, with the numbers that I put up there?
We take these narratives and run. No. I don't think
that's not the narrative, Michael. That's not the narrative.
Yes, it is, because it's kind of flawed. It's flawed. Because it's flawed in this sense. Jerry and Michael, it's Jerry and the agent. This is where this issue is. The agent is not. The agent is not receiving whatever Jerry's sending. I don't care if he's sending a note from his mammy. I'm receiving it because we're negotiating. Do you understand what I'm saying? You got to. Hey, look, I don't. If he said he had a deal, that doesn't bother me. We're talking about the agent saying, I didn't get you to talk to me first. This has a pecking order. I'm gonna go through me first, and I'm telling you, I don't care about the egos. And I'm telling you, Michael has to tell these two. Yeah. I don't care about your egos. All I care is about my money. Honey, go get it. That's it. And we're football players. Sometimes you got to step in and be the businessman. That's the part of it. And right now, it's Micah's life, and he has to be careful with it. I would hate for Micah to go play for $24 million this year when he had 159, 60 million, whatever the number is.